All right, I wanted to share with you guys a story of yesteryear, if that's all right.
Yesterday.
Okay,
I'm ready.
of yesteryear. Does anybody
Let's
say
do it.
that anymore?
Yeah.
I feel like
Yesteryear.
I feel like that's something that you read, but you don't hear that much of. So I hope you guys find this as interesting as I do. I was thinking a lot about Ferris. I've been trying to learn some of the history. I keep hearing these fun stories about Big Rapids. History, of like secret tunnels and different things around the city that just trying to find out some of what's true and what's not. And so I found this book from 1906 about the city of Big Rapids, and I was reading through some of the stories, and one page stuck out to me about Ferris's beginnings, about the beginnings of Ferris. And keep in mind, it was written in 1906, so I mean it's a pretty short history at that point, but. So we've got, Big Rapids is settled in like 1855. It's incorporated as a city at the end of the 1860s. 1869, these two brothers, George and Zara French, officially sort of settle, and then the city is incorporated. 15 years later, Woodbridge, Ferris and his wife come to the area and right away begin preparing to open up some sort of a school. Not a college or anything like that, but just something for people who are hungry for more education. Mm-hmm. And so in September of that year of 1884, they opened the Ferris Industrial School right downtown. Yeah. They were in 2 rooms in the Vandersloot block. I don't even know what that is, but one of these downtown buildings, and it wasn't long, and they had to take over more and more space. They grew, and then 9 years later, they built their own building 3 blocks south of where the courthouse stands today. And it says the building was constructed under adverse circumstances at a cost of $25,000.
Nice.
You know what I mean? That's not that adverse today, but that was the thing. And in 1900, they changed it from Ferris Industrial to Ferris Institute. And it tells the story about how they were building this laboratory building, and they were going to have a total value in all of the building equipment of about $100,000. And that is hilarious to me, because I know that right now they're doing a fundraiser for about $150 million. You know what I mean? Just to do some, some more stuff. So things grow. That year in 1906, they had 2,000 students between the ages of 14 and 60 years old, which I thought was cute. You know what I mean? Today, they've got, 15,000 on the main campus, just about. You know what I mean? Back then, 1906, they only had 21 instructors for those 2,000 students. Does that seem low?
Yeah.
21 instructors for
2,000 students. Yeah. They had 16 departments, 21 faculty. But for the first 4 or 5 years, Mr. and Mrs. Ferris were the faculty. You know what I mean? They were it. It says that in 1906, they had their first public commencement. They graduated about 100 kids, so that's kind of cool. It mentioned that the Ferris Institute is without endowment. It is the product of brains and pluck. You know what I mean? It was just them. They had just come up with this out of nothing. It wasn't based on grants or anything like that. And then the article ends like this, and I just thought this was just super cool. It says, the Ferris Institute is not a college. It is a great school in which the most elementary pupil sits side by side with the candidate for college. It has no entrance examination. Everybody who is intellectually hungry, everybody who wishes to do something and be something is welcome. The mission of this school is to make the world better. That's in 1906. Isn't that cool?
Intellectually hungry.
Everyone who's intellectually hungry, everyone who wants to do something and be something is welcome. I like that.
That was one of the missions, though, was he wanted it to be a school of opportunity for people that might not have the chance to go to school. And it's kind of continued to
absolutely.
be that way.
One of the things that made it stand out even in its day was that right from the beginning, they educated women.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I mean?
And
it was sort of controversial at that time.
It was
and
one of the very first schools in the nation. Too.
Yes. Yep.
I don't think a lot of people know that. I mean, I think it's Ferris right here.
Sure.
But there's some pretty cool things.
That's very, very cool. And I mean, now we fast forward to today, and Ferris is getting to be well known in their division, at least. I mean, the basketball team won the national championship last year, and this Saturday, our football team is going to make a run at a national championship. For you guys who don't know, our football team is undefeated this year. We are traveling to McKinney, Texas this Saturday to take on Valdosta State from Georgia. They're also undefeated, good team, for the NCAA Division II National Championship. And so that game is Saturday the 15th at 4 p.m. So also our coach, I guess, celebrated 300 wins, which is a major accomplishment. Are any of you guys going to get on the bus and go down for the game?
Are you taking the bus to Texas? We could do a live remote from there, Chris.
I don't sport. So.
Yeah.
I don't sport. I like that.
Yeah, I wish I could say yeah.
I mean,
that I
I'm
could
very
just
proud
take
of them.
the time.
I think it's great. I mean, I know that it's a lot of hard work, and that's awesome that they're doing that. But yeah.
Well, normally locally, there's been some sort of event that takes place, wasn't it? The last game, Crankers had something.
Yeah, does anybody know? Are they
Well,
going to stream the game?
I
or?
think I'm probably missing some, but I know Zotz is and Buffalo Wild Wings, and I believe there was another one, probably like the Gate.
Is it like a ESPN2?
It was like, I don't know this one, but I know the last one was ESPN3.
Okay, if we find out, somebody will let us know.
Right.
We'll share the link or some info. Because I don't sport that much. Basically, once baseball season's over, I'm just waiting for baseball season to start up again.
Right.
Okay.
But if we find out, it'd be great. So it's a pretty cool thing. I mean, I know our hockey team has had a lot of success. The Bulldog hockey team has had a lot of success over the years. But this year with our basketball team and now our football team, it's very exciting.
Yeah.
It's really kind of cool too, because it's bringing, the last game that was actually happening in Big Rapids, there were a ton of people that came into the store even that were just waiting for the game to start. But I talked to people from Mississippi, from North Carolina. I mean, and it was like, really? And they're all coming up to sport here in Big Rapids, and I'm like, wow.
They're all coming up
They're
to
like,
sport.
Yeah, we just drove up, we just wanted something to do. I thought, that's really cool. It's bringing a ton of people into...
Yeah. Oh, try to get a table
Big
at one of the
Rapids.
restaurants.
Yeah.
You know what I
How
mean?
cool is that?
It's awesome.
Good for Big
Yeah.
Rapids. It's good for Ferris.
I was looking, in just sort of trying to look up some of this history. I was looking at some of the notable people who have attended Ferris, and by extension, they've lived here in Big Rapids for a time. And it was an impressive list of not just the sporters. We had some professional sports folks for sure. We've even recently had a couple of pro football players, but we also had actors and coaches and just notable people. I mean, the founder himself, Ferris Woodbridge, incredible man, governor of Michigan. He was a senator, I think, right up until he passed. Just an amazing man. So that's the Big Rapids history segment. I hope you enjoy it.
and sports segment.
And some sports. We tied. It was a marriage of the two, but I'm hoping to bring you guys some really fascinating stories of the town and the history of the town. So and its people, because what is a town without its people?